What's going on, lads? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're looking at how to tame the Fasolasuchus in Ark Scorched Earth. And this is a relatively complex, time-consuming tame, but it's not difficult. It's just time-consuming. But we're gonna get right into it, show you how it's done, and go ahead and drop a like if you enjoy this video, if it helps you out. You can subscribe if you want to see our upcoming videos, such as our other guides and Let's Plays and all that good stuff. And let's go ahead and get into this episode. Okay, so the Fasolasuchus is it's got like two stages essentially. The first stage where you're knocking it out, and then the second stage where you're just taming it after it's already knocked out. So once you find the Fasolasuchus, essentially you need to wait for it to burrow under the ground and then create this little like dirt mound thing that you see here. Once it has the dirt mound created, you can go up to it. Oh, and you should be wearing ghillie, by the way. You should be wearing ghillie so you can get close to it because it is aggressive. So you'll go up to it and you'll throw an explosive like a grenade or C4 or whatever you have on the dirt pile, which will stun the Fasolasuchus. And as soon as it's stunned, you need to run up to it, hop on its back, and then ride it around, and essentially just ride it into as many rocks as you can, and that'll increase its torpor. Now, the big downside with this is that you have very limited control. You do have some control, but I mean, it's like negligible. And so this one, for example, is a level 25. I found it in a place that doesn't have a ton of rocks near it. I found it near the Wyvern Scar, and I got thrown from its back like 3 times before I managed to tame it. And I had to travel like a quarter of the ways around the map, and it took like half an hour for me to tame it, and it was only a level 25. So like taming a level 150, I'm assuming it's gonna take a long time. So yeah, you'll have to bring enough explosives to essentially do this multiple times, because you'll get thrown off its back if you get stunned long enough, and you'll have to wait for him to go back into the ground, and then, you know, repeat and do it all over again. Fortunately, it is very straightforward. It's just very time consuming, so it's not difficult to, you know, you just have to wait for the Fasolasuchus to go back under the ground, create the dirt mound, fill your explosive, up on its back, ride it into rocks, and then eventually that will knock it out. And you do have to be careful about what dinos are around it, like Carnos, for example. Those are aggressive towards it. You'll have to kill all of those. But once it's knocked out, all you have to do is feed it meat or mutton or whatever you got. And yeah, the rest of the taming process is very standard. You just feed it meat and it'll eat until it either wakes up or is tamed, and you're good to go. As far as abilities go, your left click is a bite that has like a acid effect to it. So it like breaks armor and stuff like that, which will be really strong for PvP. You can use spacebar to go under the ground and like kind of swim through the sand, or to burrow. Your right click, if you're above the sand, is a like a tail swipe that flings like debris and stuff like that out in front of you. So it's got some range to it. And then if you're under the ground and you use your right click, you do this like swirling motion in the sand, and you can suck the dinosaurs like down into the sand, sink them down into the sand, which is super cool. I love that move. It's so fun to see. And yeah, that is the Fasolasuchus's full kit. That's how you tame them. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go and drop a like, support the channel, subscribe if you want to see other videos, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.